If you're seeing this and you felt called to click, welcome to Reality 1111 Downloads. You may or may not know who I am, but I wanted to create this page because I have been in a space of LOA, which is Law of Assumption, and conscious creation, and I have been studying it, embodying it, and living through it and sharing my thoughts on that. But I know that there is a spiritual side to me, a creative side to me that I also have that I feel like I haven't been able to express as much. And I felt like this was a perfect place for me to start sharing so that the collective or those who resonate will find the message. So, if you found this, you are someone who is very creative. Okay, you are someone who is multifaceted, multidimensional. You don't just live in one thing. You aren't one thing, you aren't a basic. You are someone who is really unique. You are someone who is creating something new that does not exist, okay? You are someone who is a visionary and you have so many ideas, okay? You have not been given those ideas for no reason. You have been gifted these ideas because you are the vessel, you are the human vessel and channel to bring these ideas and desires into this 3D reality, okay? You are so powerful, and I want you to remember that you are the conscious creator. You are the programmer and the creator of your reality, and to continue remembering and trusting in yourself, and to also be careful about the things that you are consuming, whether it is social media, whether it is other people, whether it is coaches that, speak on manifestation or whatever it is that you're interested in. At the end of the day, there are infinite perspectives, including mine. So remember to trust in yourself and your intuition and take what resonates. If something does not feel right to you in this given moment, you do not have to take it. That doesn't mean you may change, you may grow, you may resonate with a certain message later, but just remember to trust in yourself and know that you are the authority in your life, okay? You are the thinker and you are the decider. Now, with that said, I want to give the message to encourage you to continue trusting in your visions. You may be someone who has had visions for many, many years, okay? And it's not just one thing. When I say you are multifaceted, you have been having so many ideas and messages that may intersect. I think the intersection really is you. You are the intersection to all of the things that are passing through you and using you as the vessel. So, for example, you might be into, fashion or something artistic, something, within that creative side of, arts, whether it is painting, singing, music, dance, film, all these things. And then you may also have something to do with science or whatever it is. You are just so multifaceted. Just remember, that is exactly who you are meant to be. Don't settle and don't get caught up in the idea that you have to put your, all your, what is it, like eggs in a carton. I don't know what the meanings are or the sayings are, but you don't have to put all your pennies in one bucket or whatever the saying is. And to know that you are here to create this multitude empire for yourself. Now, another thing is that you are at a place where your identity has very much shifted from your past selves, and you are in the season where you know that you are the visionary in your life, right? You are creating something so big. And with that, of course, you deserve the support. You deserve investors. You deserve support. You deserve people who see you. And that is so funny. I just got a message from one of my supporters and my investors. So that is just confirmation that is exactly what you are receiving. This is your message if no one else tells you this. You deserve exactly what you want, okay? If you want specific type of dynamics and no one in your vicinity, like whether it's family or friends, has ever been able to live that, For example, you deserve investors who give you money just by being you. by believing in you, knowing that you're a visionary, looking up to you, respecting you, working hard just to provide for you. Okay, you deserve that. And I'm here to tell you, I'm living this. Okay, I'm living this. I'm continuing to receive this energy from someone in the past. I used to be that side character. I used to be that someone who would always be the support system for others, invest in others, always be people's cheerleader, always be so positive for people. But I used to be in that identity where I didn't receive, I wasn't open to receiving that, right? And so I do believe that our realities are just a reflection of our own self-concept and where we are identifying from. So from this moment, if you don't, which I honestly feel like you are identifying with that, but if you're not fully there, to know that you do deserve what you want, okay? Please keep dreaming and then dream bigger. Don't let anybody, okay? Don't let anybody, your family, your friends, anybody within, your closest relations, do not let anyone else's limits limit you. And if you need to take that time to go within yourself and not, okay, this message is going, like, I'm honestly going to use this channel and these messages to just free flow. But basically, I just came to another download where it's, you may be surrounded, or if you're surrounded by people who may not understand you in the ways that you want, it is okay for you to not share information. I understand if you are someone who is in a habit of sharing things with people that are close to you, but if you do not feel that support, if you do not feel that deep understanding that they get what you're talking about and that they're adding to you, it's okay to distance yourself from that, okay? This is coming from my personal journey, but I used to have so many different relationships, so many different people in my life. And again, I do believe that reality is a projection of your self-concept, your identity. So at the time, I was someone who was the side character. I had a really big wound with receiving, and that was something I worked through personally. But all that to say, I took some time to let go of everybody, and it was a painful process for me. Again, always take what resonates, but it was a painful process for me, and I grieved, I cut off the things because there were just points where I felt like I deserved more, and I didn't know exactly how that would happen at the time, but I just knew that I needed to break away from the past and the patterns I was stuck in. And so I let go of all these connections, and on my journey of discovering myself, I have gotten to the point where I was ready to receive. I was ready to really be met by the people who understood me, because I know that I am a very specific person. And so you might also resonate with that, where you believe, that you're such a specific person, and that if no one has understood you prior, know that that exists and that you deserve it. And I want you to claim that for yourself. There are people, and I am not someone who is manifesting or only has one person who understands me as a very specific person. No, I want very specific people, multiple of them. Me personally, it's a very specific number, but I want a team, right? I want a team. I want a network that really, really understands me and centers me. I want to tell you right now that you deserve to be centered. You deserve to be the one that calls the shots. You deserve to be prioritized. You deserve these people in your life to wake up thinking about you. I think that is something that maybe even with this channel, I want to share what's possible because I'm living it, is that you can be prioritized. You can be centered. You can be selfish, because this is the thing. The people in my life who prioritize me, it's not that I'm receiving, but my existence, the things that I have to offer just by being myself, they are also benefiting. So for example, the people who prioritize me, who invest in me, provide for me, they are motivated by me, okay? I am a visionary. I have a brilliant mind. I am creative. I am passionate. I am so multifaceted. And when these people find me, they see my passion and it motivates them. So they feel like they have found a deep divine purpose, providing and and supporting me, okay? Supporting me and my ideas and building with and for me. So I want you to know that it exists, okay? If you did not know, or it's just a new concept to you, it exists, okay? Now, I think that's pretty much what I want to say in this video, but just remember that you deserve every single dream that's on your heart. Okay, every single one. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a luxurious lifestyle, whatever that means to you. It can be materialistic. It can be, whatever kind of relationships that you seek, whether it's romantic, whether that's, business kind of, that collaborative, whatever type of anything that you desire in this lifetime, this one that we're existing together right now, this is the lifetime for you to receive it all. I want you to not settle, and I want you to surround yourself with those who make you feel like you don't have to settle. When you are around people who settled themselves, me personally, okay, even with my family, I had, a tumultuous time with my mom at one point, and I did take that distance, right? I took distance. Now we're fine, and I also don't rely on her for certain things because I had to realize that certain people might only have a capacity, and it was up to me to decide, do I want to keep speaking to someone who can understand me and expand my vision, you know what I mean? So that's another thing. If there's people in your life right now who you really just don't feel like they can understand you, expand with you, invest in you, it's okay to take a step back and to choose yourself, because that energy that you are seeking, the one that expands you, that lights up your mind, that lights up your heart, it exists, and you are not going to stop till that is your reality. Okay? So just know it exists. It is, especially if you are listening to this and you are at this point, it is exactly what you are aligned with right now. So claim that for yourself. Receive. And I am a big fan of affirmations. So affirm to yourself, I am deserving of everything I love. I want. I am a creative visionary. I am met. I am understood. I am worshipped. I am prioritized. I am spoiled. I am seen. Whatever it is that you identify with and that you are manifesting, continue affirming in your favor, and know that you are the thinker of your reality. You are the creator and programmer of your reality, and that everything that you know in your heart that you want is possible, and it is yours. Period. I'll see you in the next video, and keep dreaming.